Hey guys, Jeff Goldtrap here in Nashville. Hope you're having a great day. Question came up the other day. What happens if I skip bond? Well, what's it mean to skip bond? Skip to Maloo? Skip rope? No, skip bond. The way that happens, or what happens when you skip bond, is that you have you've been arrested, you've been released on bond, and you don't come to court. Here's an example. Jeffro here decides to go to Clarksville, Tennessee, and maybe I go to a local business establishment that sells liquor, and I say, I've got a beautiful gun, let me show you my gun. And the person says, wow, that's beautiful. I'd like to give you the money out of my cash register. Okay, that's called robbery. And if I did that and got arrested, I would call on my relatives who would immediately abandon me. No, I would call on people and they might get a bondsman and they might pay the bondsman some money, or they might come to the court and put in money at the clerk's office. Let's say the normal way is that they pay money to a bondsman, the bondsman gets me out. What happens if I don't come to court? Well, if there's a court date and Jeff here does not show up, you have what's called a failure to appear. The bondsman is told, we're going to take a final forfeit. We've taken a forfeit on the bond. So the bond amount that the bondsman is responsible for, and that would be the full amount. Remember we talked about grandma or your relatives pay 10%. The bondsman is on the hook for all of it. The bondsman is going to owe the court all that money. Let's take, for example, I had that robbery case, and it was a $10,000 bond, and all my relatives scraped together $1,000, paid Johnny Bob, the bondsman, and he signed on to this bond. I didn't come to court. What happens? Johnny is going to owe the court $10,000. So, Jeff, what happens when I skip bond? When I skip bond, a friend of mine, a lovely bonds lady, will come to my house and find me and drag my happy tail back to the jail. And then what's called surrender the bond. They will say, here's the body of the person that I bonded out. I would like to be released from my responsibilities for that bond. Well, would they do that? You better believe it. Well, I skipped bond. I didn't show up to court a year ago. They'll find you. 2 years ago. They'll find you. Be patient. You know, folks don't take kindly to losing a lot of money. And they will use a variety of resources to find you and to get you back in court. What happens if you skip bond? You don't have to, okay. What happens if you skip bond? You don't have to deal with the case and take the sentence today. You'll just take care of it next year or the year after. Or sometimes when you roll through a stop sign 5 years from now in another state and then get extradited back to Tennessee. Big, hairy deal. Here's the question. Here's the solution. Take care of business now. Go to court. Don't skip bond. Hey, I'm Jeff Goldtrap. If I helped you, great. If I've confused you, ask me questions. Have a great day.